right. Let's get started here. Thanks for the right. This is our first official stream. I've been streaming privately, just hashing out the audio settings and stuff. If the settings still aren't great, feel free to let me know. But we are here today, live streaming my favorite video games of all time, starting with Fallout New Vegas. Played this game 100 times through probably, but there's always something new you can do or something you might have missed in the past. So I'll be taking you guys through this game. So yeah, let's get into it. Dome.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. but I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Fallout New Vegas. Thank you for the lore, Mr. Narrator. Oh yeah, that's right. Ultimate Edition, you get all this extra crap in the beginning.
You're awake. How about that?
We are going to be playing on very hard difficulty.
Whoa,
I've played and
easy
beat it on that
easy.
multiple times.
You've been out cold
If
a
it gets
couple of
annoying,
days
I'll
now.
lower it, but
Why don't you just relax a second? Get your
it's
bearings.
not too hard.
Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Character name, can't spell. That works.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm
Thanks,
Doc
Doc.
Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Okay, so for those that don't know, Fallout and the Fallout series is kind of a open world RPG role-playing game. You can play in first person, third person, single player, all except for Fallout 76, of course. But you know, there's quest lines, there's lore, there's side quests, main quests. This game specifically, there is karma mechanics, so you can be really good, really bad, or neutral. There's also factions you can join as well, if you're unfamiliar with the game. Yeah, I'm still trying to think about which faction I'm going to join. I find myself doing the same one over and over again, so I'm trying to do something a little different this playthrough. Just for myself and for you guys. This is entertainment. Do something a little different. But yeah, you can kind of create your character. This game came out in 2010, so it's not, you know, certainly not modernized. But still, she's a beauty for 2010. So let's see. Probably look most like. Do I look most like this guy? I don't go too crazy with the customizations. You can spend all day doing this, honestly. I just kind of. Yeah, I mean, look at the eye color choices you don't have. You certainly don't have a lot of choices. You can't obviously change the hairstyle and stuff. I normally do a clean cut. Wow. I don't really have that right now, though. My hair's a little grown out. Looks a little bedraggled right now, actually. Hair color. Like a dirty blonde, I like to think. I think I normally go honey. I don't know if my hair actually looks that way or not. I'm gonna go pecan. And facial hair, I mean, I certainly don't have that. Survivalist. Yeah. Is there anything else? I mean, there's a million mustaches. I will say, I do know that for the playstyle, typically for Fallout games, I do kind of like charismatic, speech barter, you know, follower, you know, use of followers, that kind of thing. But for this specific playthrough, I'm gonna kind of do like the lucky cowboy, because this game is, you know, it's in Vegas, you know, kind of. It's not really like a Western theme per se, but you know, as we get into it, there are a lot of weapons, you know, revolvers, rifles, that type of stuff. There's Western. There's like cowboy kind of clothing, hats. So I don't know. Do I make him look like me, or do I make him look like a lucky cowboy? I like that. I don't like that. I don't really care for the hair. I'm gonna make him look like he's a cowboy. The best of my ability. Yeah, obviously we're gonna find a cowboy hat, but let's give him cowboy. Like I said, you can spend all day on this stuff. That's giving lucky cowboy. I'm not sure, but let's go with it.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room?
Get out of my
Over by
face.
that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Sensitivity's a little too low. That's a little better.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
I notice it's a little sped up, I think. I'll have to fix that in the... It's kind of like Fallout 4. It's like in... I guess... I was going to say slow motion, but fast motion. Anyway, here is kind of your abilities, special. So, you know, strength, It's kind of your melee, how much you can carry, that kind of thing. Perception, explosives, lockpicks, accuracy, compass range. Endurance, health, resistance. Again, charisma is typically what I do. Smooth talking cowboy. Intelligence, self-explanatory. Agility affects your sneak, speed, guns, and then luck. So yeah, I usually flip towards the end. So you start with 5 and everything, then you get 5 points remaining. I'm actually gonna put 1 point in charisma. So fun little tip, charisma in this game at least has no barring on your ability, your speech, your barter, because you can level them up separately. You don't need charisma at all. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things remaining. And I already said I was going to do Lucky Cowboy, so something like that. When I think of cowboy and Lucky Cowboy, obviously luck, agility, and you want to be perceptive. I might knock intelligence down to 1 and split those points evenly between strength and endurance. Not saying cowboys aren't intelligent, but let's see how that looks like. So yeah, my main skills: perception, agility, luck. Secondary skills: strength and endurance. And then nothing in charisma and intelligence. And charisma and intelligence is usually the playthrough that I go for. So basically I'm going to have difficulties in speech checks and science checks. But we'll be able to shoot and kill people, so. I think I like it. I think so. I'm thinking about playing survival. I'm already playing on very hard. Well, we'll see. Survival is kind of, you have to eat, you have to drink, you have to sleep. But you also can't fast travel. And I don't know how heavy into the role-playing I'm gonna get with that. Not being able to fast travel is a little annoying. That'll be a game time decision, but yeah, I think that's what I want to do.
Sorry, son. I fixed up your head as best I knew how. I guess I missed a spot. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean
Yeah,
that
I'm
bullet
moving
didn't leave you
crazy
nuttered
fast. I'm
and
gonna
big
have to
one
fix
drop.
this.
What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Kick is crazy. Dog. Cat.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Sleep.
Bandit.
Swiss cheese.
Light.
Yeah, I always think like the opposites for some reason.
Mother.
Human shield.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say.
I don't
First
know if it's
one.
sped up or not.
Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Conflict just ain't my nature. I think we're looking for conflict, so I'm gonna strongly disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I disagree with that statement.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
I disagree with that as well.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Now, my character is a little dumb, so I think I would agree
I
with
charge
that.
in to deal with my problems head on.
I would agree with that as well.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Honestly, a chemical reaction, if anything.
Okay. How about this one?
Looks like the Titanic flipped on its side and reflected. Yeah, ship at sea.
Last one.
I was gonna say, it looks like a bearded man. I think it looks like a mushroom.
Well, that's all she wrote.
That's
I
all
don't
she
have
wrote.
nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay. Yeah. You didn't get it right at all. So yeah, these are your skills, and you can tag 3 skills, which gives you an extra 15. So you'll notice, you know, our barter, our speech is pretty low. We could tag them, just kind of bring them up. And I might do that actually. You want to kind of notice weapons, guns, strength, melee weapons, survival, yeah. I do think repair is going to be important, where we're using our main focus is going to be, like I said, yeah, lucky cowboy, so we're going to only try to use, to the best of our ability, revolvers, rifles. We're not going to be using energy weapons. Speech, science, medicine, and barter are all 8. Everything else is pretty good. We might use unarmed a little bit and melee weapons. Science. Yeah, so again, my charisma and intelligence are as low as they can be. So I think I hate not having barter and speech because that's what I always do, but it'll just be a different playthrough. So we're going to keep them. I feel like I need repair, but maybe not. I don't know how sneaky I'm gonna be necessarily. If I had to pick my top 3, it'd be guns, lucky cowboy, guns, The only real explosives I would think would be like dynamite. I don't really think I'm gonna sneak. I'm just gonna kind of run around with my revolver. This is really hard. It's usually easy because I do the same thing every time, but maybe go ahead and do explosives. We're not using energy weapons, so between lockpick and sneak, I'm just gonna do these three. Lockpick is important. I guess I said lucky cowboy, not heroic cowboy. So, alright.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Oh yeah, and now in this game you have traits. I am gonna always be wearing glasses of some sort, so I feel like that's an easy one perception. I don't know, I may not do any traits low key. The only other one I thought of was trigger discipline. Typically I do Wild Wasteland. I do that all the time. I kind of want Lucky Cowboy, but maybe more of a more serious playthrough. Yeah, let's do Four Eyes and Trigger Discipline. More accuracy, but they fire. I think it's okay. We're using revolvers and rifles anyway. They're gonna fire slow anyway, so that's fine.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
We're gonna rob this guy blind before we leave. Yeah, I'll be right there. Laser pistol. Oh, there's some glasses right there I just found. Can't sleep in an own bed. Dang it, I knew I should have done repair. Yeah, not having repair is not being smart or charismatic is going to be a little new for me. I think taking all these books is a little insane. just got blind. It's like, thanks for the help. Game's like, oh, okay, fall into the exit. It's a tough wasteland out there, you know. We need all the supplies we can get. I normally do play as like kind of a goody two-shoes player most of the time, so maybe I will be an evil, lucky cowboy. And if I'm leaning more towards evil, that leads me to believe. Oh, now I'm over encumbered. I was gonna say, good lord. That leads me to believe I should play as a member of the Caesar's Legion. But we'll see. Oh, and a hat. Yes, sir. Alright.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in.
Thank you so much.
I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of
I
kin.
do mind, actually.
But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like.
It's so hard for me not to skip through the dialogue.
And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
You shouldn't have gone through my stuff.
Didn't have much choice, I'm afraid.
I
But
just robbed this man
understand the
blind.
sentiment. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can
Sunny
help you learn to
Smiles.
fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
What a nice guy. Okay, Fallout New Vegas, hardcore mode. Advanced players. But if you activate hardcore mode now and maintain it through the end of the main storyline, you will receive a special reward. Or can you fast travel in this game? I know in Fallout 4, you play survival or whatever it is. You can't fast travel. That's my only main thing. If it's just medicine, I'm an advanced Fallout player, let's be honest. I want a special reward. Yes. Yeah. These are all of the DLCs coming in. There's the metal fella he was talking about. We are over encumbered, so we're gonna move a little slow. So just picked up all his books. Okay. Oh yeah, you can't sweat in this game. That's a little... See, when I think of cowboys, I'm thinking revolvers, shotguns, and rifles. So I'll start out, and typically you don't get this stuff. This is part of the Ultimate Edition DLC. You get... normally you start off with a 9mm. That's all you get. And then normally you start off in the jumpsuit. Let's put on some glasses and a hat. And you can sell these for early game caps. But, let's see, damage. DT is damage threshold, I think. This doesn't have any on it. Yep, water. I'm sorry for skipping through that. It's a force habit, but just telling you what each tab does. Yeah, those are DLC quests. Yeah, stats, status, radiation, effects, obviously water, food, sleep, special, skills, perks, and then in general, yeah, you start off as neutral, and then it just kind of shows you some stats. Items, weapons, apparel, yeah, they're up here, weight. I'm over encumbered. 26 caps to my name. And then F4 is quick save. Just kidding. F5. Perfect. Yeah, originally in these games, your level cap's like 30, but the DLCs, as you just read, add 5 levels, so level cap's actually up to 50. I was gonna talk to Victor, but I am moving a little slow. I can always talk to him later. I'm gonna go to the store and sell off some of this crap. I don't do that for every house. I don't know. I just like to rob him blind. Sometimes, even though he helps us. Oh.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Alright, show me what you have for sale. Yeah, and then the Gunrunner's Arsenal DLC. Downloadable content adds in some extra guns and stuff. Excuse me. Let's see. I plan on using melee weapons some. I do not plan on using energy weapons. So I feel like that's an easy 14 caps. And I know I only want to use like cowboy weapons. That's a lot of caps to start with. And I mean, we're about to get a varmint rifle for free. I only know that because I've played this 100 times. I do want to go ahead and get a shovel. And a grenade rifle. I don't know if I'm ready to get rid of that stuff just yet. Let's just sell all the crap I just picked up. Not really worth it. Don't sell that. Let's see what that did for my character.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Why is surplus ammo not good?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
What are weapon mods? Why is ammo special?
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
You know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably
City
hired
boy.
guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
You ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip.
One second. I'd like to know more about Mr. House.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not
These
crazy.
are the factions I was
They'll
talking
leave you
about.
alone unless you got something
NCR,
they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal
Caesar's
chems.
Legion.
There's a good chance that most chems you
Mr.
come
House
across were
on
made
Main
by Great
3.
Khans.
There's a fourth one I won't tell you guys about just yet.
Take it easy now.
And then there's smaller factions like the Great Khans, Brotherhood of Steel. We'll get into it. Alright, I can walk around, which is a good thing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hang on to these weapons just in case I need to use them, but like I said, ideally I want to be a cowboy, use revolvers and stuff, so before we head in there, let's go talk to the robot. Oh, first off, fit check. The vault suit's not really giving cowboy, is it? Probably the leather armor. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Completely where I'm supposed to go in there, but I want to go talk to this robot real quick. And I bought a shovel so I can, you know. Excuse me.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How'd you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Seems awful convenient. Never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Alright.
Happy trails!
Alrighty. So yeah, here's the grave. That he dug you up out of? Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time picking up every little thing. But I'm gonna take one distinctive cigarette bite. This is, you know, kind of intro where they're sitting here smoking cigarettes after they kill you. And there's where we're heading. That's New Vegas. There's a reason why this sign says keep out, and we don't go this way. There's a reason for that. But let's see. Let's take a look around while we're up here. So you do need a shovel to dig into these graves. You obviously don't have to do this, but you can find, you know, just a few supplies here and there. Silenced, buried with a silenced pistol. Okay. Finding a lot of them. Interesting. And then the snow globe right here, you'll want to take that with you. Found a limited edition Mojave landmark snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. Yeah, something to keep in mind. Alright. That's about it for up here. If I missed a grave, it's not like I'm missing too much stuff. Alright, and then if you're ever curious what to do, quests, you kind of want to ignore all these for now. Back in the saddle. Talk to Sunny Smiles in the Prospector's Son. And you'll see the little compass at the bottom. Quest marker telling you where to go. Easy Pete.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
I remember that. Why you called Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now, we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You're a prospector? Like digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Did you ever find anything good while prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
What's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Primm don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Tell me about the Legion.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
What's so important about Hoover Dam?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
What do you use the Bighorners for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
Know anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Dang. Alright, take it easy.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. critters move in there sometimes.
Alright, thanks, Pete.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Sunny smiles. Doc Mitch said you can teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Doggy. Okay. We won't rob this place blind, but,
That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he?
sure does, buddy. Sure does. Alright.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what,
Sniper.
I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
This is the tutorial, obviously. You can end it right here, but for your guys' sake, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast
Show
a
you
short
as
ways.
much of the game as possible. Yeah, this swarming rifle is terrible. Quick save. Something you want to know about Fallout games if you want to play and not get frustrated is constantly save your game, because this game in particular is notable for crashing. Just an older game. So, obviously if you die or whatever, if your game crashes or you die, you'll revert to your latest save. Quick save or hard save, so it's just a good idea. Played this game enough to know that.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Alright. I don't have to hold it, do I?
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Let's see if we can get the jump on him. Oh. Boom. Got one. Nice. Take its hide and its meat. Quick save. I'll tell you why I quick save here too in a little bit. Let's actually do a hard save real quick. There we go.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure, I'll come with you.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
If Cheyenne died, I would restart. I would reset. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cheyenne's health's a little low. Should just keep that in mind. shoot. Save this lady's life. You're welcome.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Thank you. So here, yeah, reputation with a group of people in the wasteland. Good or bad, I'm finally somebody. There are many different factions in the wasteland. As you perform actions, you'll gain fame. If you perform harmful actions, infamy. Yada yada yada. You guys can read. Yeah. So here's a reputation: smiling troublemaker, accepted, liked, you know, mixed, or bad. So yeah, we're accepted by Goodsprings. So we just saved this lady's life. If the lady passed away, you know, whatever, but if the dog died, I would have reset. I'm not gonna lie.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
So here's a survival aspect of it. Couldn't hurt.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Okay, so we've been instructed to go to the graveyard and the schoolhouse. So that is exactly what we're gonna do. My varmint rifle is, if it breaks, I'll use the shotgun. I'm gonna try not to use the shotgun because you're typically not supposed to have it this early. But I mean, I am using the armor. I'm not supposed to have it either, so. Is what it is. Blame the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, this is sprinting in this game, and this is hold shift to walk. Town of Goodsprings, based on a true location. Obviously, this entire game is based on a true location. But I am trying to visit this town one day. That'd be super cool. So anyway, back up to the graveyard. I don't know if I already have brock flower or not, but we're just following through the quest. There's a way to skip around this, but no skipping. This is the full true playthrough. I was gonna say, I feel like I'm missing this thing. I know it seems like a waste of ammo, but I'm like OCD. It's like I can't have like uneven ammo. I know, it's crazy. Anyway, to conserve ammo, and because I can never hit these blowflies, yeah, cowboys use machetes and knives, and their fisticuffs. Okay, so we're up here looking for some brock flower. I forget what it looks like. Alright. Okay, found some brock flower. Now we're headed to the schoolhouse to get some xander root. And plus we need to go to the schoolhouse anyway. There's some supplies in there, as Easy Pete told us. There's a few abandoned buildings around here that some critters moved into, so we'll go take a look. Other than that, there's not much of real interest in this. I mean, it's just a little town. Ooh, I do like to go into Victor's house though and rob him blind too. Just because, you know, he's a robot. Yeah, over here's a schoolhouse. Bring my machete over here. Got some giant mantis. And here's some Xander root. So that is plenty. I'm gonna go ahead and pop in here though. Armor. Slicing them up. Just to confirm, we are playing on very hard, yeah. I mean, I guess we only really killed like bugs and stuff so far. Ashtray. I don't need it. Utheka. Love that word. Anyway, just kind of looking around. Nothing of two. Here's a lockpick. Here's where our lockpick skill's gonna come in handy. Yeah, apply the torque. Rotate, force lock if your force lock percentage is high enough. Yeah, you guys get the idea. Easy peasy. Super stim pack. Yeah. If you had high enough science, you could hack the computer and get in that way. But either or, lockpick's a good skill to have. That's pretty much all that's in here. And like I said, real quick, we're just gonna pop in here to Victor's shack. I love how he has a bed. Like he's not this big, you know, mechanical robot. He couldn't even fit on that bed if he wanted to. Back in the day, I used to take these pilot lights and sell them. Some scrap metal. So yeah, we have to, let's see. So yeah, water, food, sleep. We're pretty good on all those things so far. We do have a higher than what I would normally do survival skill, so those things should deplete a little slower. Anyway, let's get back to Sunny Smiles. I kind of did some mountain climbing and dropped down there because I wanted to beat them so they wouldn't die, but this is actually how you're supposed to. I'm going to try to be good about that. Usually I'll, instead of like walking around or whatever, I'll, you know, choose the fastest path or whatever. But I'll try to be better about actually going the way you're supposed to.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right now, we're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. That's why thirst really isn't even a factor. So there's a campfire, make some healing powder. Boom.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi. Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Need to get to Primm. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Primm is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
A little short on caps. I don't suppose there's any work available.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse.
Already been there.
Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
A magazine on locksmiths?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
Magazines are like temporary skill boosts. There's also skill books which give you permanent skill points. And the bobby head?
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap.
Actually, I already cracked that safe.
Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me.
Oh, what do you do around here?
I hunt geckos, mostly. The meat's pretty good, and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rad scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Let's talk about the areas around Good Springs.
Sure. What do you want to know?
What other towns are nearby?
Southeast of here is Primm. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately.
That was the
I
road
wouldn't
was
head that
talking about
direction if I
earlier.
were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
NCR?
The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west.
So yeah,
fixing
we're,
on making Nevada their
couldn't
own.
figure it out by
They
now.
can be
California,
right pushy,
Nevada
but the roads
area.
are safer because of them. So I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
What does the NCR keep you safe from?
Well, the wildlife for one thing. Rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
What do you know about the other group?
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
What kind of creatures are out there?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're
Can
nothing
you
to
actually
really worry
see
about.
coyotes in this game?
The geckos
I know
aren't
you
too
see
tough,
geckos.
but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Some scorpions. That's all I wanted to know. Let's talk about
If you want to
something
know
else.
anything else, just ask.
That's it for now.
Until next time.
Let's see, I don't think I make anything else. I could cook up some gecko steak, no? Oh, I don't have a high enough survival skill. Alright, that's fine. Oh, another person here. Some beds. What you doing?
Hello? Can you help me?
Sorry, I got my own problems.
I could pay you.
Let's hear it then.
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die.
Why don't you go help her?
Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
I'll see what I can do.
You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
So sometimes you get little things like this. Not necessarily a quest, just like a little mission you can do, I guess. Let's see. I'll stick to this machete for now. Save some ammo. Plus we don't have any revolvers or anything just quite yet. We're good. We're just gonna go up this trail here and help this guy out. Yeah, here's some Xander root right here, and there's some flowers up here as well. If you play this game and you don't want to travel all the way back to the schoolhouse, you can just walk up this hill here and find all that stuff. But anyway, make our way up this trail right here. typically don't play as melee either, and so I feel like just, you know, melee, some basic explosives. Yeah, I was gonna say, they're doing a little bit of damage to me. Kind of a kill cam, and you can skip it. Alright, definitely took some damage there. But she's one stem back. Let's see how much that gets me. There's a number more up here. Alright, I think I stopped healing. I think, in some games, sometimes drinking stuff makes you, or sorry, using medicine makes you, sleepy. I know I'm not supposed to have this yet, but I just thought it'd be fun to use. Anyway, our first level up. So yeah, here's where you get a certain number of skill points. Just so we kind of know, like, okay, these are our top ones. So those are our top 3. And then, yeah, I think I want melee weapons, sneak, survival, and unarmed. That's kind of like the next tier. And then we're probably, well, I don't want to say never, but right now we're not going to focus on barter, medicine, repair, science, or speech. Which is a lot to not focus on, but we'll just pop one more into guns for now. And then here's more perks, so you get to select a perk. I think in this game it's every other level. I think Fallout 3 too. Fallout 4, I think you get a perk every level, but whatever. Bachelor, Lady Killer, Intense Training. You can kind of read what they do, but I do want Rapid Reload. That is definitely, yeah, some people are definitely dead up here, that's for sure. So yeah, Rapid Reload's pretty dope. Some traps up here, you just want to kind of be careful. You have to have a high enough repair skill for that, okay. If I had the Wild Wasteland turned on, you'd see something different up here. What I don't see is his girlfriend, though. So, but the way is clear up here if he wants to come up here and look around.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you.
Bad mistake, Martin. Bad mistake, my boy. I'll take your stuff. Alright. In this game, you can take other weapons and repair them. The varmint rifle's almost broken, so... What's my perception with all these? Yeah. Nice. Probably didn't even need that one trait or whatever. Anyways. So there's an example of someone being a little disingenuous. Makes you not want to trust people. Pop another stem. And we will get back to Goodsprings. I could be lore friendly and walk there, but as soon as my health is done regenerating, I'm just gonna fast travel. Sorry. Breaking the immersion. Alright, here we are. Actually, what time is it? I'm gonna go catch a nap and drink some food, eat some water. You know what I mean. I'm gonna crash at Victor's shack real quick. So there's your immersion. We have to eat, drink, sleep. But I'm not. This game could be a walking simulator if you don't fast travel, so. You walk enough finding the locations for the first time, so whatever. So yeah, I'd like to sleep 8 hours. Sleeping also gives you other benefits as well. You get the well-rested benefit. Should pop up there. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a big liar. Anyway, sleep's good when you drink an item or two as well as eat. So, I'm gonna have a beer. And then, yes, crayon. H2O is still 116. So does Sunset Sarsaparilla make you thirstier? I guess so. There we go. That's what we want. Alright. Quick little save. And that keeps popping up. This is all VATS, Vault Tech Assisted Targeting System. I don't typically use this too much, but it just kind of helps you. Yeah. I don't really use that much. I might use it some, just because I don't use it much. But anywho, so right now we're working on going to meet Trudy.
I'm done being nice.
Ooh.
If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind.
Got it.
Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
I don't got a problem, buddy. Dang, he's moving.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Show me what you got for sale.
Got a special discount for you, after what you done for us.
Butter knife. Easy 300 caps. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think she just has food. Let's get a purified water. And then, what's the best food item? Let's think. Minus 36. Minus 108, wow. That's why we need to get our survival up so we can make some steaks. It's cheap, too. Despite our... Might. Screwing this up. I only want one. Wait. Perfect.
Another satisfied customer.
That guy looked mad. Something going on?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town.
Ringo.
Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Where's Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Why not just kill Cobb and be done with it?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Fair enough. What are you gonna do now?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Never mind. I want to talk about something else.
All right.
What happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course,
Well, how'd he
helping
do?
Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. And they've got a lot of friends out there.
So if I help Ringo, and Goodsprings will like me more. So I help Ringo. Good lord. Reading is essential. What if I help the powder gangers?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but
This is
people
your
around here wouldn't
first-
appreciate it one
I
bit.
don't want to say major decision, but first real decision you have to make in this game. Help Goodsprings or help powder gangers. Who was that man?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Trying to track down the people who attacked me. Know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house.
Excuse me.
I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did the attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why's that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where are they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Can probably fix your broken stuff.
Sure, the
Probably
outside
can.
looks okay, but I think something
Repair
broke on the
skill.
inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Who's the big robot thing to save me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell.
Dang.
I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
How long has he been in Goodsprings?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Never mind. Does Goodspring get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be
NCR
the
and
come and
Legion.
dust up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
There's some more lore about
The new
NCR.
California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things
I
safe in the
typically
region.
do a...
But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too
I
thin.
don't know if I want to do a Legion playthrough or not. I think I might just do NCR.
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
We'll see.
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory. Be careful out there.
Alright, you too, Trudy. Let's take a look at that radio. There's no way it was repaired. Repair of 20. I'm not skilled in that department, unfortunately.
Hello.
I was gonna say, it's... Oh, it's just 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so, if you weren't paying attention, our next quest is to help Ringo deal with the Powder Gangers. And these are all DLC quests. Don't need to worry about those for a while. Anyway, we are going to go. He's hiding out in this gas station, and we're going to talk to him. See what's up. Before I pop in here, I'm going to save. And I'm going to take a quick break, stretch my legs, grab a drink, and I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Alright, let's go ahead and see what Ringo's up to.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
If you're gonna shoot, you better not miss. It's crazy.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
You know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
What are you gonna do about the Powder Gangers?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Maybe I can help.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around and see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Okay. Don't mind me. Just robbing you blind. Doctor's bag. Goated. I was gonna say, the only thing that's his is the 9mm rounds. We'll let him hang on to that. I am gonna take everything else off. Oh. Alright, buddy. You got anything else to say?
So what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us?
I haven't talked to her yet.
Oh. Well, I don't want to make a move until she's with us.
Okay, I guess you don't want to play anymore. Guess you wanted to play before we talked about the elephant in the room. All right.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
I'm going to help Ringo take on the Powder Gangers. I might need your help.
Say no more. I'm in.
Well, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Any ideas on how to convince Trudy?
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
Would Chet be willing to give us his supplies?
I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him.
How can I get Easy Pete's dynamite?
Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over.
All right.
I'll be waiting.
Now, two things we are not in this playthrough is a silver tongue and a...
We need more people like you around.
Whatever else, so... Yeah, not exactly giving Cowboy just yet. Not exactly. So yeah, Ghost Town gunfights. Gotta try to recruit some people, or you mean you don't have to. They're all optional. But we will try. So first is enlisting the help of Trudy. Okay, I was gonna say you can wait around in this game. Yeah, waiting 1 hour didn't do much today. In general, most stores are open like 8 to 5. We're just waiting on Trudy to pop in here. Here's this guy again. You're here every day, aren't you, buddy?
We need more people like you around.
Shoot, I know it. Anyways, there's Sonny. Trudy
Howdy.
should be in here in a minute. While we're waiting on Easy Pete's not here either. I guess people are still waking up. We'll let them get woke up. Alright, there's Trudy. Sat here for an hour.
Hello. So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Yeah, speech, sneak. Okay, maybe we can level up our sneak a little bit more. Yeah, speech.
Be careful.
Opens up a lot of avenues. So, yeah. Then you can wear, obviously, different apparel. Speech again. Agility +1 might be enough. Anything else that helps with our sneak +100? I don't think popping a stealth boy, it'll help your... maybe it does. Stealth boys make you go invisible, by the way. There's another agility. So maybe if we max out our agility and utilize the sneak option.
Feeling thirsty?
Yes. Near the saloon store, a good spot to stage an ambush. By the help.
That does sound like a good plan. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Yeah, we're probably not going to get Chet supplies. We are. I normally don't get Easy Pete's dynamite.
Howdy.
But I hear you got some dynamite.
Too dangerous. Wanna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
I'm familiar with the care and handling of explosives, dynamite included.
Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing.
What do you know about Joe Cobb?
Bad trouble.
That's helpful.
Welcome.
Take it easy.
Yup.
Take it easy. Chet.
You looking to buy some supplies?
I need supplies to fight the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Yeah.
Look, you're bringing this on yourself.
Sorry to skip around. What do you know about the situation with the powder gangers?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble. Take it easy now.
I think it only gives you his like leather armor. I was gonna say I already have some. So it is what it is. I need to see if he has a cowboy hat actually. I need to go back in there. Doc Mitchell.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
Let's see what he has.
Don't look like nothing too serious. Let me patch you up.
Oh.
Suit yourself.
Need medical supplies. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, stim packs, medicine, as you can see, are quite expensive. I'll take the caps. Town is gonna be attacked by bandits. Anything you can do?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Thanks, Doc. Oh, we never really talked to him. We'll talk to him.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
You said before you had something taken from you?
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
What town is this?
This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us.
What else can you tell me about Good Springs?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
Could you give me the rundown on Goodsprings one more time?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by...
You guys just heard this, I'm sorry. Who was it that rescued me?
That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean because he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
Know anything about the men that
I
shot me?
didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road.
Up the road?
You take care now.
Appreciate it, Doc. So yeah, the only one we couldn't shake supplies out of was Chet. And again, he just kind of gives you leather armor. Yeah, it's just our barter skill's way too low. Even if we had a magazine, we'd have to really... And that's okay. You know, we don't need it. Alright, man. You ready?
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Sonny's with us.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Let's do this.
Alright, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The Powder Gangers are here to play.
How many are there?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
Let's go.
Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. And you know, I don't even remember how to... That's right. Let me do something real quick. Mod the dynamite, that's crazy. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh well. We're just gonna run up on them and throw this. Here they come. There's his explosive skill coming in handy. Spread out now. Alright. Chill, chill, chill. Became vilified by the Powder Gangers, idolized by Goodsprings. That's what you want. Hopefully, I gotta level up. Hopefully nobody in town passed away. Let's go ahead and get that up to 40. And then we're not really gonna use them, but okay, now it's time to take the loot. There's Joe Cobb. I didn't even get to Joe Cobb. 6 of them, so 2, 3. There's Ringo.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
You're welcome.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
You're welcome, buddy. So that was what? 3 guys I've looted so far. So yeah, like I said, hopefully nobody on our side passed away. It was 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. Yeah, they were low-key shooting him. And 2 of these guys have melee weapons, so... Alright, let's check the haul. I did see a 357. That's what we want. Shotgun. Fireman rifle. Okay, Desperado cowboy hat. Here's some Powder Gang armor. Yeah, this game's a little different. But, what was I saying? Like, if I put on the Powder Gang armor, I would associate with the Powder Gangers. So we're not gonna do that. I took a little damage, but I'm sure I'm hungry and thirsty, so I'll just do that instead. Yeah, look at all that gecko meat. We need to get our survival up. I think we're 1 pound overweight. Perfect. Okay, well, I think that was good. Hopefully they didn't blow themselves up. I don't see anybody dead.
That ought to keep things settled for a while. Hope it stays
On our
that
end,
way.
so.
Wasteland.
Sorry, I'm so used to skipping the dialogue. I'll get better. Hopefully everybody's alive. Hopefully nobody blew themselves up. Oh, there's Cheyenne, most important. Yeah, I think we're good. Well, where's Sonny?
Hey.
There's Trudy, Sonny. Alright, we're good. Everybody made it. A quick save, and I'll actually do a hard save here too. Great. Great. Well, I just hate for anybody to die to some convicts.
That'll teach the Powder Gangs to avoid Good Springs in the future.
Hell yeah. Trudy, anything from you?
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Good Springs is nice and quiet.
Alright. We'll just talk to chat real quick. Ringo's good. Might talk to Doc one more time and Victor one more time, and we'll peace out of here.
That was a hell of a fight.
You didn't do
Let's hope
nothing.
it doesn't bite us in the ass later on. Can do.
You didn't do nothing, buddy. Plasma pistol off the rip is crazy. .357 long barrel. Do you have .357 ammo? What's the shotgun take? 20? Is it 20? Yeah, it's 20 gauge. Alright. I'm going to sell him the Powder Gang armor. Obviously, we killed him. We're not associated with them. We don't need it. The Wasteland Wanderer outfit's not really that good. Pre-war hat is pretty broken. I'm probably not going to use the lightweight metal armor because it -1 to agility, but I'll hang on to it. Yeah, I got my cowboy hat, my leather armor. Probably not gonna use this tribal or raiding armor. Hang on to it though. Stealth boys. Are we gonna really use these? We'll hang on to them. Okay. Oh. yet? Okay. I mean, we got some caps. Am I gonna use these throwing spears? I'm giving back the shovel at this point. While I don't intend on using this, let's buy another varmint rifle just so I can repair. Yeah, these more modernized pistols we're not going to use. I have my machete. I don't think I'm going to use these spears, honestly. Okay, so all we have left is the revolver, rifle, and shotgun, and a grenade rifle. It's a rifle still, and it's explosive. And these, I'm just not ready to part way with any of these yet. So now that we're getting some more caps back, I will take the dynamite. I'll take the leather armor to repair mine. How many stems do I have? I'll take one stem. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. One second, I'll be right back. We're back. All right.
Another satisfied customer.
We got a pretty good haul from that. I like having my weapons all right here, so I'll have to scroll. Anywho, we've got the most ammo for the varmint rifle, but I'm going to use the revolver for a little bit. And then, like I said, leather armor to repair the lightweight armor. Cowboy hat. I need some sunglasses. But, and then I've got a weapon mod. So X. Oh, I unequipped it because... Is there not, the hotkey in this game? Don't mind me while I'm pressing random buttons. Okay, well now shift is run. I think because I have caps lock on. Yeah. I guess there isn't a Hot Wheel or favorites in this game. Maybe I'm just stupid. Anywho, let's go. Let's auto run. Let's Go check Doc Mitch one more time.
How are you holding up? You take care now.
You too, buddy. Okay, well, we did save the town of Goodsprings from the Powder Gangers. So, quick fit check. Man, that's the lucky cowboy if I've ever seen one. Looks kind of goofy with the reading glasses, but I do have a revolver. So, and then here's what the other apparel looks like. I mean, that could work. Yeah, I know. Definitely that, and then the Vault 13. These are more like Raider-esque kind of gear, so. But yeah. Lucky cowboy. Let's talk to Victor one more time before we depart.
Howdy, partner.
Do you know who those men were that attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How'd you end up in Goodsprings?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
Alright, you take care, Victor. Definitely won't see you later. Let's just get back to the main road here. Alright. We'll just say sayonara to the Count of Goodsprings. Got the auto run on here real quick. I don't think we've leveled up our survival quite yet, so we I'll skip the campfire for now. But just real quick, what we're doing now is we're heading towards 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We're inquiring about our delivery assignment because we were a courier previous to this with the administrator of the Mojave Express at Prem, and overall we're trying to find the men, and more specifically the man that shot us. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. My keyboard is not lit up for some reason. So, Gene, whatever that is, Prim, and then Las Vegas. So you certainly can make your way north. Oh, it's a little... Yeah, we know all about fast travel. It's a little dangerous. Especially on very hard difficulty. Wouldn't recommend. But it's doable. You can do it. Sunset Sarsaparilla Star Bottle Cap. That'll be important. Weapon repair kits. I had a key to this for some reason. I guess I picked it up. That's all, everything in here. You see some red ticks at the bottom there. That means there's enemies close by. Hey, I'm missing. Why'd I only reload 4 in the chamber right there? That was weird. Anyways, we want to be careful right here. They got some mines set up. I only know that from previous experience. kind of hard to see sometimes. And I'd really rather not get blown up because I don't have... One thing I disagree in these games about is, yes, stealing is morally wrong. But when you steal from the bad guy, you know, I don't necessarily think that's that bad of a thing. I want to pop one of these actually. Repaired it a little bit. We're good on everything. We lost a little bit of health. +5 for those. That's perfect. But yeah, that's one thing I don't necessarily agree with in these games. It's like, yes, I understand. I understand while morally incorrect to steal. If you're stealing from what you believe to be the bad guy, is that really that bad? I don't know. I guess stealing is stealing. Anywho, taking the main road to Primm. As you can tell, there are some powder ganger camps set up alongside the road. Take those boys out quick. Yeah, you see these little things on the ground? I'm gonna try to, special guest, the real star of the show, look up. So needy. You're so needy. Okay, sweetie. You see these little things on the ground? And these are little... See? You can get close to them, they start beeping. And then... I'm taking it. And obviously if you get too close, they go off. We can make some more healing powder, that's great. I can't quite make the gecko steaks yet. I need to start leveling up my survival skills. Now that I got my main skills up to 40, I believe, next time we level up, we will level up our secondary skills. Accidentally drop my cowboy hat. We're good. Nah, I don't care. I'm taking their stuff. I don't care. Such a minimal impact on your overall karma anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm running a little lower than I'd like to on my... I'm gonna switch to the varmint rifle for a bit. Some radiation, so... If you haven't figured it out by now, this is post-apocalyptic, wow, world after the bombs dropped. And race of radiation is another kind of thing you need to keep tabs on. Get too much radiation, you'll get sick and die. And these are rad roaches, big old cockroaches. Saw some geckos running around. Nice. Okay, a couple of them coming. So respectfully, there's no way I'm not hitting. There's another one over here somewhere. Where are those shots coming from? The varmint rifle is, most people say, not good. Especially if it's not. I'm curious to know where those shots came from. Did they come from Brett? Look how fast I reload that boy, though. I was gonna say, there is someone close. Let's swap weapons. Watch this. Sometimes I get too close for you to... Anyway, that's the VAT system. Who are you? I'm just a prospector, okay. Nah, that leather armor. What are you up to? Okay. I was gonna say. If you're unfamiliar with that leather armor, is quite nice.
Hey there. Hey there.
I'm not gonna kill you for no reason, but...
Whoa!
Why are you running? We just shoot him a second ago. Here we go, Town of Primm.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Primm is off limits.
Take care of myself.
It's your ass. Don't say you weren't warned.
So yeah, NCR. It's our first encounter with the new California Republic. I'm not gonna steal from them if... Actually... Yes, I am. We're sneaky enough. We might as well use our agility skill to our advantage. If we get a little bad karma, who cares? I'm gonna do my best to stay neutral, actually. I'm 1 pound overweight. Let's drink. Let's drink something. That's fine. Actually, I am gonna steal from them. Because literally, what's mine? I'm good. I'm still good. And there's our reputation. Allies vilified. So I can be a little bad. But yeah. NCR have a little outpost here at Town of Primm, obviously.
I'm Sergeant McGee of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. If you want to talk about something, speak to Lieutenant Hayes.
Where are you from?
I'm from the hub originally, but it's been a long time since I saw it. I'm on my 2nd tour here. Most non-commissioned officers are.
Goodbye.
Sir.
See, if you couldn't tell, this is kind of the military. These guys just got supplies. Ooh, take some NCR armor. I am over encumbered now.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business?
What are you doing out here?
We were sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility. As you can probably tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing.
I can tell. What's the problem with your mission?
The mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies. Convicts are better armed and organized than our intel initially suggested. I'm trying to get some reinforcements here, maybe some guns with some firepower, but shit. Things are just going slow.
Tell me about the correctional facility.
Most people just call it NCRCF. That's NCR Correctional Facility. A little bit ago, the convicts there staged a coup. Killed the guards that weren't able to escape. And I've been ransacking the area since then.
Do you have any information on the convicts?
Not much. They've taken to calling themselves powder gangers. Mostly because they've taken to using the explosives meant to clear boulders as weapons. They got organized faster than I would have thought. Most of them, at least. Thankfully, the small group in town here seem to have split off from the main force, so they aren't getting anything in the way of support.
I had some other questions.
I have some free time. Ask away.
Never mind. Then you're just a trooper, yeah.
It's been a long tour. All I can think about now is going back
We
home.
won't steal anything right in front of you guys. I mean, we'll be a little respectful. So yeah, we could throw on the NCR armor. We're not, you know, associated with them. So it's just kind of like, it's faction armor. So it'll be like, oh, you're dressed as a member of the NCR, but like, it doesn't automatically like, make you a member, obviously. So I am over encumbered. I'm just gonna kind of waddle my way into town. I don't want to get rid of anything just yet. And I think, you know, we're approaching a good place to end this episode once I kind of get to where I need to go. Definitely don't want to rush through this game.
You've lost?
So if you're looking for kind of a speed run, this isn't it. This is gonna be slow. And try to hit as much as we can, you know, just for the people who haven't played, or if you have played and you've missed some parts, yeah. So this is what we'll be doing every Saturday at least, while the wife's at work. So yeah, every Saturday, you know, 10, 11 a.m. for a few hours. Pretty much. Not gonna commit more than that. But yeah, like I said, let me waddle my way in here. So this is the town prim. There's the Mojave Express where we worked. And I see some red markers there at the bottom. Got some enemies coming up here. Very sneaky. Nonsense. Come on. I was gonna say, please don't. Oh, I can't dodge this dynamite. Don't run. Now the good thing is I think we just took damage. I don't think we got injured. So yeah, obviously that was not ideal being over encumbered right there, but because we cannot avoid the dynamite. Oh, face strap armor and okay. Which one's more? Let's see. All right. Just gonna pop in here, sell some stuff, get ready for the next quest.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Who are you?
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
I'm a courier with the Mojave Express.
Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say.
Lost the package I was supposed to deliver.
I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me?
What can you tell me about this job?
Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps.
What was strange about it?
That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different.
Victor.
Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in.
You canceled?
Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as lack of rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojaves sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out.
Some more. Do you know who he was, where he went?
No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Not for me to say.
Some men stole my package. Man in a checkered suit and some thugs. They passed by this way?
Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Khan misfits. They was talking about a chip.
One of those men shot me. I need to know the best way to get to
Well,
him.
for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going. I guess I don't have anywhere better to be. Beagle had some notes he was taking while he was
Click through these
eavesdropping
dialogue
around
options
Powder
real quick.
Gangsters. He'll be your best source of information on that subject. Sure, I'll tell you what I know. Right now, Beagle is the closest Prim's got to any organized law, but he's still stuck up in Bison Steve. First thing I'd say is get his sorry butt out of there. Sure, have a look.
The NCR and Legion have their own currency that you can obviously exchange for caps. Boxing tape inflicts fatigue. Selling a plasma pistol for 16 caps feels so wrong. I was gonna say, the tribal armor is not even really that good. 4 damage to soul. Give me a good reason to sell this. I will. Otherwise, I'll hang on to it. Alright, what do you got, buddy? Cowboy repeater. Ooh, and a service rifle. Those are good enough reasons. Those 2 weapons alone. No apparel. Let's see what he has in terms of ammunition first. You don't have any 357. Freaking loser.
Another satisfied customer.
Why do you keep calling them gangsters? I thought they were called powdered gangers.
Gangers, gangsters, all sounds like trouble to me.
No questions about Prim.
Well, I'll answer what I can. Sure do. I run the courier office out of my shop. Leastways I did before things went to hell around here. Let's see. Been tough around here for a good while now. Worse since them thugs kidnapped our deputy. It started with the breakout from the prison up the road. First there was just a few thugs rolling through town, but then they got organized. Now they call themselves powder gangsters or something, and run around throwing dynamite and shooting people. A little while ago, a good chunk of them left whatever kind of organization they got up there to squeeze all the food and drink out of us they could. Ask away. That's where we are. This here little casino brought some cash and bodies into the town before them powder gangsters came in. Now, they can't rush us without eating a good bit of hot lead, but we are in a kind of box canyon. Guess this is a fitting place for that as any. I reckon that if they thought hard enough about it, they'd realize they got more bodies than we have bullets. But for now, we're safe enough in here. It's an old hotel and casino here in town. Old Laura used to rent out rooms there, but she took off months ago. Across the way from the Vicky and Vance, the other old casino. Can't miss it.
Alright. You say powder gangers kidnapped Prim's deputy?
Well, you can call Beagle a deputy so long as you don't harbor too high an opinion of the word. Boy was about as useful as tits on a rad scorpion. Only qualification he ever had was to be brother to the wife of the sheriff. Still, I suppose he don't deserve what's befell him. We would have considered paying the ransom if we'd had caps to spare.
Caravan's like a card game. It's in the game. I might play it once just to show you guys, but not for me.
Later.
Okay. Well, I was hoping we would have leveled up. That's okay.
Hello there.
Ruby Nash.
What brings you to Prim?
Who are you?
I'm Ruby Nash. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My husband and I are Prim long-timers. He fancies himself a trader, and I know my way around a kitchen.
Tell me about Prim.
My mother taught me never to say something unless it was nice. So, I don't have nothing to say about Prim, for the time being at least. It's a sad state of affairs. Discuss it with Mr. Nash if you care to. Just makes me want to cry.
What do you cook?
My specialty is a rad scorpion venom casserole. It's more appetizing than it sounds. The venom has a sharp, smoky flavor, and it numbs your mouth so fierce you'll forget you ever had a tongue. It's perfectly safe, long as you don't have sores in your mouth for the venom to find your blood, 'cause that'll kill you dead. Does sound good, don't it? How many rad scorpion glands you got?
I don't have any.
Guess you'll be needing to find some, huh? But
sorry to skip through. Sometimes they drag. The conversations drag around.
Before the powder gangers came to town, Johnson Nash ran the local store in the Mojave Express station.
You come to the wrong place, traveler. Quite a town we got here.
I think everybody else here is just
Deputy Beagle dragged
Come to the wrong place, traveler.
Prim residents, NPCs. They all say the same thing.
You come to the wrong place, traveler. Hey there. Prim's dying. If you've got any sense,
Vicky and Vance.
Move along, please.
That is obviously in reference to Bonnie and Clyde. The only other person of note to talk to in here is this robot.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum.
Who are you?
Prim Slim at your service. Authentic cowpoke and official spokespot of the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Yeehaw!
Do you know if the gun is missing?
Just mosey on over to the display case and you'll see it plain as day. Quite a piece, that gun. Mint condition, never fired.
Place case is empty, gun's missing.
Have you gone loco, partner? I can see the gun with my own 3 photo sensors from where I'm standing right now.
Gun's still missing.
Quit yammering on about missing guns, partner. Prim Slim's a busy man. Ain't got time for that sort of bosh.
Where were Vicky and Vance?
Where have you been, partner? Hiding under a rock? Vicky and Vance were this nation's 4th or maybe 5th most infamous celebrity outlaw couple ever. That's who they was. Prim Slim here can tell you the whole story, if you can spare a minute to hear the tale.
Tell me the whole story.
Yahoo! I ain't had a chance to tell their tale in a mess of years. First things first, any bosh you've heard about Vicky and Vance being copycats ain't nothing but ill-tempered slander. Fact is, they begun their crime spree 2 days before Bonnie and Clyde robbed their first bank. So who was copying who? Now, true, Vicky and Vance didn't exactly cut a wide swath of murder and bank robbery across the central U.S. like Bonnie and Clyde did. It was more like a narrow swath of shoplifting, check cashing fraud, and gas pump drive-offs. But crime is crime. They drove reckless, too. Having lived by the gun, well, Vance owned one anyway, it was only fitting that the duo of desperados would die by the gun. Perhaps it was fate itself that accidentally drove them into a crossfire between police and a gang of bank robbers in Plano, Texas. Or maybe they just didn't notice until it was too late. It's been said that Vicky would have tried to cash a bad check in that bank had she lived. We'll never know for sure. All we know is that the crossfire tore the car and both occupants to pieces, and the police issued an official apology. You can put your eyes on the genuine death car just over yonder, and there's Vance's machine gun in the case next to it.
Tell me about Prim.
Prim is a thriving resort community located in Clark County, Nevada, right along Interstate 15. Whether you can't wait till Vegas to try your luck, or want to hit one last jackpot before you leave Nevada, Prim's your place. The town's premier attraction is the world-famous Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum, so you came to the right place, partner.
What's this place?
Why, this is the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum, Prim's premier tourist attraction and resort destination. Yeehaw!
Blah, blah, blah.
Happy trails, partner.
Howdy.
Move along, please.
Okay.
Howdy.
Pretty good. We could use a bed to sleep. we're not that close to leveling up again, which is interesting. I did purchase a service rifle and cowboy repeater. They're not in the greatest conditions. I'm just gonna stick with the shotgun for now. If my leather ever goes bad, I've got the vault gear right there. That'll help us with the health. And yeah, so there's a radio you can listen to. So yeah, next time we get on, we're going to find Prim's lawman, get information where our attackers went. So we're actually going to be doing this quest. So just gonna take a quick peek around because I know there's some other. I thought there was some other bad guys around here. Here's the reloading workbench. I don't think. Yeah, I don't have. Somebody's head just blow off in here? Hey, low key, let me use this bed. Yes. I needed the sleep. So don't mind me. Guys got anything good in here? Like they ransacked the place pretty good. Didn't grab the ammo. You want that? So I got some sleep. I might be hungry and thirsty again, I might imagine. Yeah. So squirrel on a stick. And then anything else, get rid of thirst. There we go. Should be all squared away there. And then I think this is... it's a crime to go in there. Well, we walked right into the... because they're dead. I'm just gonna pop into the Mojave Express real quick. And then we will save in front of this casino. Ship items to Good Springs from here. They're not in here to defend themselves. So. Oh no, they must have came in and stole your stuff. That's crazy. Any hoots? Alright, well, this is where we will end it. Look at the fit. Lucky cowboy right there. We'll do a nice hard save. And I will catch you all next Saturday. Happy 4th. Take care.